Judge Haver is going to get up here and he's going to, after we've spoken to you, he's going to give you jury instructions. And in those instructions is what the state needs to prove to you. And they need to prove to you each and every element of their charge here today beyond a reasonable doubt. It's like a chain holding up a weight. And if just one of those links are bad, if just one of those breaks, they can't prove one of them, the chain falls and you have to return a verdict of not guilty. Tyler Ryan. Let's look at some of the weak chains, weak links that they have in their case here today. They have to prove to you beyond a reasonable doubt that Tyler knew Jamie was taking Fedra. He has to know that for them to prove their case. So what did they present? Of how Tyler knew Jamie was taking Fedra? Well, they presented to you some fingerprints that were in Jamie Ryan's apartment. That's all they gave you. Fingerprints in his twin brother's apartment. They want you to go from fingerprints in his brother's apartment to beyond a reasonable doubt that he knew about the Fedra. This is the gap they need you to guess and jump for them to get there. They need you to do the exact same thing with Tyler knowing that morphine plus Fedra would be lethal. Because what did they show you? They showed you he might have possibly seen something about a year ago about it. They want you to go from a press release to him knowing beyond a reasonable doubt. They can't cross that gap here today. You shouldn't let them. Because remember the burden and remember the oath you took. You became jurors today. You swore that you were going to hold them to that burden. We ask that you do that here today. What did we learn about Tyler Ryan? What did we hear about him today? He got on the stand and he waived his constitutional right to you today. He waived his right not to testify because he wanted you, members of the jury, to know the truth. He freely admitted that, yes, he did those internet searches. He wasn't hiding anything from you. He told you the truth on everything. This is a man we found out who quit his job to take care of his sick mother. This man who loved his family. This is a man who donated thousands of dollars to charity. That's what we know about. This man who loved his family. They want you to believe, because his brother went off to the war, that these close twins, that everybody here today testified had a close relationship before that happened, that leaving to go to the Middle East suddenly makes him so spurned that he is going to kill his best friend, his twin brother. They want you to believe that the way he mourned was wrong. Remember what the detective told you? He told you that what he thought about the way that Tyler reacted after his parents' death was unusual for someone who went through this. So their evidence to you here today is that other people have mourned differently than Tyler. That's what they're telling you here today. Other people mourn differently, so Tyler is guilty of murder. That's the evidence that they presented to you today. Sure, we ask you to keep your common sense when you deliberate today. What else do we hear about? Now, the state's made a big deal about the only person with means, the only person with motive, the only person with opportunity. But in fact, that's not true. Tyler isn't. We heard about someone else. We heard about Lindsey Graham. She got on the stand here today. What have we heard about her? Well, motive. We found out she was co-trustee of a trust, and that she had embezzled money.
Objection, Your Honor. Again, opposing counsel at this time is using the felony conviction, which you ruled would not be used for improper character, as an attack on Lindsey Graham in order to further their case. Your Honor, that's completely inappropriate.
Your Honor, if I may respond.
Yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor, you clearly allowed in the testimony that Lindsey Graham has been convicted of embezzlement before. That's merely all I said.
Your Honor, now it's linking it together to imply improper character evidence that because she did it one time, she did it again. You ruled specifically that that's impermissible.
I understand your objection. I don't think he's gone far enough yet, but I will caution counsel to limit your argument to what was actually made in for the reasons it wasn't made in.
Yes, Your Honor. So in addition to having a motive, Lindsey Graham also had a means. We heard that she had access to the Ryan household, then access to the morphine opportunity. We also found out she had access to the Ryan's computer and access to that house freely. Motive, means, and opportunity. Lindsey Graham had all three. The state claiming that Tyler is the only person is incorrect. It's just wrong. It's a false statement here today for you. Now, in a moment, Mr. Simmons is going to have the opportunity to get back up here. He's going to be able to try to explain away why they made all these guesses. When he does that, let's see if we can answer a question. It's a question I've had for this entire trial. And it's simply this.